All right. I need you to get ready because we got a tough problem ahead of us. Okay. First thing I'm going to do that I've done every single time, and especially for this one, is to use cubes. Okay. Stop when you get down to number 7, but this is very important for this one. So pause it, use cubes. All right. As you went through there, you should have circled an important, very important number is that, my paper here, is that they had a budget of $155. That means they had $155 that they could spend. That didn't mean they have to spend all of it. Keep that for the future. You can save that extra bit of money you save and, I don't know, invest in the stock market or something. I don't know. But they had that to their budget, okay? And then you might have circled, I circled like that whole part with all the numbers. Those are going to be really important, okay? We got pencils, pens, lined paper, folders, colored pencils, glue sticks, and supply boxes for kids, okay? All of those. And then number 7, I had to determine the cheapest price for each item on the list of school supplies needed. From which store should she buy each school supplies? How much money will she have to spend? How much of the $155 will she have left over, if any? That question is packed full of it. Now, just to give you an idea, so if you think this is going to be something, like honestly, this might be something you work on for 2 or 3 days, okay? This one took me an hour and a half to do, okay? I'm going to show you my answers, but I'll show you these papers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 papers are for just question number 7. Okay, so if you're feeling like it's taking you a long time, yes, it's going to. Okay, but there's a saying: inch by inch, life's a cinch. Yard by yard, life is hard. What does that mean? You can only take it one piece at a time. Okay, now let's just kind of think about this problem. This is kind of the evaluating part. Okay, well, what do we know? We know we have a budget of $155. All right. Think of all the things you could buy with that. Well, we're going to buy school supplies. Okay. We also know that there's 2 stores. Discount Supplies is one. Ooh, that should be capitalized, Mr. Bushley. That's a proper noun. Discount Supplies, and I was going to put Office Depot, but no, it's Office Den. Okay. So we know you got to go there. And then also, I'm not going to list them on here because you have them in front of your paper, but we know we need 10 boxes of pencils, 7 boxes of pen, 5 packs of lined paper, 32 folders, 32 boxes of colored pencils, 64 glue sticks, and 32 supplies boxes. Okay? Now, what do we need to do? We have a lot of steps we got to do. Okay? This is still all the evaluate part. Okay? We need to determine the price for each item, and I'm going to add this from both stores. Okay, and you might say, well, that's not that hard. Okay, yes, it's not, but there's going to be some tricky things. Okay, and you're going to see some of these things in real life too. That's why I really do like this problem. It's a great problem. Okay. Then you get all these. You determine the price. This part right here, that takes the longest, okay? You are going to spend it has a horrible star. Let's try that again. Okay, that's a little better. This is where you're going to spend the bulk of your problem, okay? This is where I spent 5 of the 6 pages were this, okay? It's not easy. So if you're feeling like you're taking forever there, good. That means you're being diligent. That means you're really going through each part. Okay, the second thing you need to do, it says, from which store should she buy it? So we have to figure out where to buy. Okay, and then how much she spends. And we have to figure out at each store. Now I want you to think about it. We're figuring out the prices. Does that mean she has to buy these things from both stores? Like she needs to get 10 boxes or pencils from here and from here? Not necessarily, but we need to figure out what the price would be for each one. Okay? And the last part, how much of the $155 will be left over. Okay? So hopefully, if she does a good job, she can spend under her budget. Hopefully she's not over budget, so you start going in debt. Okay? So guys, look at this. This is all for question number 7. There is a ton to do. So right now, I want you to take a deep breath. And say, inch by inch, life's a cinch. Yard by yard, life is hard. If we try to tackle all of this at once, you're going to get overwhelmed. So what we're going to do is we're going to start to zoom into just this one part, and then we're going to look at just one of the categories from one of the stores. So we'll just look at boxes of pencils from Discount Supplies. Then we're going to look at boxes of pencils from Office Den. If we do those are all manageable things. Then we'll get into the glue sticks. We'll get into everything. If we do those one at a time for each store, that's manageable. If you're trying to figure it all out at once, that's not manageable. Okay? So this is a part of the performance task. When you're doing it in here, you're doing it on a test, wherever, that you have to say, okay, I need to buckle down. This is the tough part. This is the hardest part. It usually comes towards the end. Okay? Now, just looking ahead, number 8, is one store a better value than the other? Why or why not? If you work really hard on number 7, number 8 becomes a pretty easy problem. You do have to write out your explanation, but you've done all the work, okay? You won't have to do much. And then the last one, number 9, this is the one that's going to get you hired someday. This is the one that separates you from all the other 5th graders, okay? It says if she can choose to order from one store or both stores, what should she do? You have to come up with a plan. You are the person. You have that $155. You're trying to stretch that as much as you can. That means you want to spend as little as possible. What are you going to do? Are you going to buy from one store or both stores? Okay? Now, you have this in here. Okay? This tells you all of them for Discount Supplies. Here's Office Den. Okay? You can see the prices are different. I want to bring to your attention now, look at the bonus for both of these. That's going to be a very important role later on. All right, so right now in your head, I want you to say, I got this, I got this, I got this. Okay? All right, remember, this is going to be the tough part, but I know you can do it. You have all the skills. You're ready to go, and I'm going to be there to guide it through with you. Okay, you want to think about this. I've already done it once. I'm going to have to do it again as I guide you guys. I'm happy to do it again because I think it's going to make you do a great job.